inside Cincinnati Police District 5 headquarters.
Yeah, Charisse Gibson is live outside the headquarters on Ludlow Avenue in Clifton with the latest. Hi there, Charisse.
Hey, Jessica and Dan. City Council is expected to decide today whether or not to allow workers that are inside of District 5 Police headquarters to temporarily move outside of this building to another location. Take a look at the building behind me. Inside of that building, FOX19 now, were the only cameras allowed inside. And when we got inside of this building on Ludlow Avenue here in Clifton, we were there when Union President Sergeant Dan Hill said that the building had roaches, it had mice, cramped quarters and locker rooms that Hill says both men and women did have to share. And they also believe that there is some speculation that there's a link between this building and the number of cancer diagnoses that some officers have suffered. But we found no such link. No testing has found any such link. But the city manager says 34 non-patrol employees, including the sergeants, the lieutenant, and of course the civilian staff members, they can relocate into a new location, and that'll be at the Youth Services section building on Stock Avenue over in Camp Washington. So the big question here that City Council has to decide is, how much will this cost? The price tag to do this that we know so far is between $260,000 and $300,000. This is why, of course, this is a major decision and not one that will be made likely. But the council is expected to discuss this afternoon. And when we get a decision handled down, we'll be sure to let you know right here on Fox 19 Now. Live in Clifton, Charisse Gibson, back to you. I think one of the most amazing parts about being over here in Burlington, Kentucky right now, guys, is the fact that the entire community has come together. Right now I'm standing with one of the homeowners and also standing with the young woman who helped to get this home back together. First, we're going to start with you, ma'am. Could you get us your name?
Tanya.
Okay, and you this is your home, right?
Well, we rent it, but yes, this is my home.
Okay, can you tell us what happened when you heard the storm hit the home?
I heard my son screaming, and about that time I heard like a crushing of a box, but it was his wall coming out of his room. And then when I went in there to see what the noise was all, he was, the wind was taking him out. And taking him out. He was falling out of the house.
And you said that you couldn't get to him because of all of the
whatever the debris, like all of the interior, whatever the insulation was all like flying around, so I couldn't feel and see. So finally I grasped him and was pulling him back in and got him into the hallway.
But everyone in the family is safe, right?
Yeah. It was just me, him, and Grandma, and Grandma's room wasn't even touched. You know, it was by the grace of God, God protected him.
And right now the community is helping your family to clean out this home. I don't know if you guys have seen, but this moving truck right here, this company literally just picked up when they found out that this family needed help. And it's all thanks to this woman right here who lives in this home. And you said you guys didn't know each other prior to that, right?
No, we didn't. I live a street over. And when we heard there was damage here and a tornado had hit, the first thing, we deal with tragedy all the time, was to get a moving truck down here and try to get their stuff safe. It's the least we could do. My home was okay. It's just by the grace of God that no one was hurt here. It's the least we can do. It's part of our community. It's our family.
Yeah, and I'm seeing that you mentioned to me earlier, and someone else said this, they've never seen this many people in the community come out and just help you guys, people that don't know you, people to help the way they did, right?
Right. We know our neighbors somewhat to pass and to wave, but to join together this way has been amazing. People are coming from several streets over from the beginning of the subdivision, coming down to help see what they can do. Our moving crews are out on jobs, so we're depending on the community to help us to load these things up and put them on the trucks. We have a couple more trucks coming down, so we do need the help of the community, and we didn't even have to ask. They're just right there willing to do whatever they need to do.
And they're helping you move to to a family member's home, right?
Yes, and it's young kids too. It's not, that's what's overwhelming is the way these parents are raising their kids. I mean, it was a young kid that came and was like, ma'am, what can I do to help you?
Well, we're certainly happy that your family is doing okay, and thank you so much for your support for this family. And we're just going to walk you guys over here just for a quick second, just to show you what we're talking about here. Community members all around here, they're all coming out. None of their homes are damaged besides this home that's right next to the home where the siding came off. Besides this hole in his home, for the most part, everyone said, look, we're not facing any damage. But let me just bring you quickly over here right quick just to show you a little bit, if you're just joining us on Fox 19, what we're talking about. this side of this home is gone. When she tells you that her son was hanging out a whole of the home, right here where we have our cameras pointed, the little boy was hanging outside of where the roofing or where the wall came down, where the bed would be. It's lined up against the wall. So far, they've gone through cleaning everything outside of there. I was just up there with them. They've moved everything to the other side of the home so that they can keep everything dry just in case another weather situation came through the Burlington, Kentucky area. But they said right now there's already been a line of people working in the community to get everything from that inside of that home, moving into that moving truck. And from what I know, it's to no charge at all to this family. And they're helping this family in order to get somewhere safe, to get somewhere dry. And, you know, it's just emotionally, it's overwhelming, Dan and Kara, when you look at the support this community has for each other. I asked everyone if they knew each other. They told me a lot of them know. They know each other in passing. They just wave and they don't say anything, but they just came up and they helped this family to move forward. Dan and Kara, back to you.
It's unbelievable. Charisse, thank you for that. And it makes you proud to be a Cincinnatian, you know. Breaking now, the neighborhood where a new FC Cincinnati stadium would go has withdrawn its support.
Yeah, this is a huge game changer. Charisse Gibson live this morning at the proposed location of the stadium. This is off Vandercar Way in Oakley. Hi, Charisse.
Good morning to you, Dan and Kara. The Oakley Community Council has voted to reject Mayor John Cranley's proposed plan in order to finance the stadium, making it a reality right here in this proposed location in Oakley. So this vote happens before a very big meeting that's happening with city council members, where council members will decide whether or not to approve Mayor Cranley's plan. That financing obviously would help with roads and infrastructure and, of course, building this stadium in this proposed area. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers and where the big problem is here. So $7.3 million is a part of Cranley's proposed plan. $9.7 million would come from a tax increment financing district that'll be set up right here in Oakley. Here's where the Oakley Community Council is concerned. They don't want all of that money going towards one project in our area. Well, $7.3 million would come from the sale of the Blue Ash Airport, along with Cranley asking the county to use about $1.2 million each year. That'll be from the hotel motel tax, and that'll be over the next 30 years. Now, the Hamilton County Commission has already said that they would pony up about $15 million. That'll be helping to build a parking garage in this area. But the team says that it needs city money. This decision very crucial. This vote today very crucial because we only have days, Dan and Kara. This morning, MLS is announcing that its expansion teams will be announced on December 14th. As you both know, this is not too far from here. So, of course, we have to see what happens later on when that vote is taken up by city council members. Live in Oakley, Charisse Gibson, Fox 19 Now.